Hello ladies and gentlemen, Luke Rethke here, and today I'd just like to share a little experience with you that I had last week when I was refilling my water jugs. I actually go down to Brighton. It's the Fountain of Health. It's one of only 2 commercial wells in the state of Colorado, and I ran out of water and I was kind of low on funds, and I was trying to be a cheapskate, and for the first time in I don't know how long I probably hadn't really had much regular water for almost 6 months, as far as, like city water or just regular bottled water that's filtered water. This is a commercial well that's about 600 feet deep, and so commercial meaning the state of Colorado Health Department inspects it every year and makes sure that it's good to drink, and there's nothing done to the water. It's not processed or not filtered or anything. And what I did was, I have this filter here, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a pretty high quality reverse osmosis. It says RO/DI, whatever that is. Pretty high quality filter. So I thought, well, I'd been taking mineral supplements for about 2 weeks or so, and they were really helping me out. And so I thought, well, if I just purify the water, get everything out of it, and then since I'm taking the mineral supplements, it'll probably work okay for me. Before, when I tried reverse osmosis, it was actually a different filter than that one, but it was real similar. It was too pure, I felt. I mean, I was filtering my well water with it, and I couldn't drink it. It was too pure. Like there was nothing in it. I drank twice as much water, and I was always thirsty, and I noticed the dogs too, their coats didn't look near as good. They were drinking also probably twice as much as they should have, and just like I say, they were just kind of scruffy looking. And so I started giving them regular just regular well water, and they seemed to do a lot better on that. And my well wasn't very deep, and now I moved, and now I'm on city water again, unfortunately, and I filter my shower, have a shower filter, and try not to stay in there too long, because according to Dr. Mercola, what happens is a lot of the chemicals that are in the water, they volatilize, and you breathe them in your lungs, and you actually get more harmful stuff in your body that way than if you just drink the water. Okay, and now now what happened is, when I drank that water that I filtered, I just hooked that up temporary to a outside spigot, because it's got a garden hose adapter on it. I didn't run it through a hose. I just ran it directly to the the piping to the filter, and then I put it in one of those jugs, like the 5-gallon one you can see behind me there. And I within about a day and a half, I felt very dehydrated, and I felt that I felt pain in my abdomen area, and it just didn't feel right. And when I went up to get that water, I literally broke into tears for a while, because I just couldn't believe how good that made me feel, just drinking that little bit of water from the well compared to the filtered water. And I've also had about a year ago, I moved to a place that had city water, and I bought one of these here for about $300 from Dr. Mercola, and he has some really good stuff, and it's supposed to take the fluoride out. It's supposed to take, I don't remember what percentage of the fluoride out. It's not 100%, but it's most of it, and that's not reverse osmosis. That there's no waste to that. And basically that filter I wasn't really impressed with. Most of his stuff is pretty good. I've got a lot of good things to say about Dr. Mercola, but I wasn't impressed with the filter. I was getting a kind of a sore throat, kind of a detoxification effect, and then as soon as I stopped and I went back to the second commercial well in Colorado, which I'm not going to tell you. You could probably figure it out. It's another deep well. But it's a big company, and I'm not really all that impressed with the way they do stuff. But it's pretty high quality water. As far as I know, they don't add anything into it or anything like that. the reason I like getting the water directly from the well in Brighton is I bring my own bottles up there and I fill them up, and it's just direct. I mean, yeah, I do have to haul it. It'd be better if I had my own well that I could just fill it, you know, just drink out of, but it doesn't work that way. The lady up there, the owners, they're an old couple, and the lady is 84 years old, and she looks not a day over 64. I mean, she could probably pass for in her 50s or 60 pretty easy. And she says that she wants to work another 20 years till she's 104 and then retire, is what she told me. And hopefully that works out. So another aspect on the water, so get pure clean water in the, and now the well, that's out of the ground, and you'd think that might not be clean, but it's actually a lot cleaner, because where's that water come from? It comes from above the ground, and it seeps into the ground, and the ground filters the water. I mean, somewhere there's like a deep, like a high mountain lake that's connected, or some runoff somewhere that's connected. It's hydraulically connected to rivers. Sometimes that's not deep ones, but you know, it just depends on where you're at and how, and the type of aquifer. I don't know exactly how this one gets filled and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of it either. The next thing I'd like to bring to your attention is stainless steel is a very high quality product to use, and I would have had this video out the middle of the week at the latest, but I lost my water bottle that I use and that I wanted to use as a prop. But I've got a couple other stainless steel ones, these two back here, and the one that I use is kind of similar to this one, but it's maybe about twice as big, and it's a higher quality stainless steel. And now I know from my personal experience that it works better. It helps to charge the water to ground a person better, because the molecules float upside down. And the reason why I know that is because, probably 3 years ago or so, 3 years ago, I did quite a bit of research into HHO, hydrogen, oxygen, that's taken from water. That's the gas taken from the liquid water molecule through a process called electrolysis. And when I read into Stanley Meyer's patents, I read the actual patents that are filed at the United States Patent Office for his water-powered car. He built a dune buggy that ran on water as its only fuel source. The hydrogen from the water, more accurately. And what I noticed was on his patents is he showed that the water molecules, when he put it in the stainless steel, the 316 grade stainless steel, that's a scientific type, you know, or the scientists use that because it's kind of hailed as a high quality metal, and it's pure. I don't know the reason. Scientists could go over that with you, but when you put the water in the 316 stainless steel, it flips the molecule back right side up, because for some reason they float upside down, is what I mean. That's just my terminology. I don't know the whole exact science between the water molecules, but I can tell the difference between well water in a plastic jug that doesn't supposedly leach chemicals like the heavy duty polyethylene or the BPA free plastic, but it's more than that. There's an energetic charge to it, in my opinion. So I think you'll find that if you switch to a high quality water source and a stainless steel bottle, even if it is a cheap $5 bottle, you could just start there and then, you know, move to the $25 stinking bottles that are high quality, that there's absolutely nothing that touches the water except stainless steel. Even the plug on the lid, like this one here, this one here is plastic, and the high quality ones are a thicker metal, and they're a little bit different color. They're a color more like this here, and this is a pretty nice mug, because there's no plastic that it touches. I mean, I can even myself, I can feel that when I touch the plastic or when I could touch the metal. I feel the difference. Not everybody is that sensitive. Another thing on the stainless steel that I've noticed is dog bowls. I've had different dog bowls. I just kind of did a little experiment. I have two dogs, and I had 4 bowls, 2 plastic and 2 stainless steel, and I kept moving them around. And these are fairly high quality. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but fairly high quality stainless steel bowls. I think they're not just cheapies. They're not the most expensive either. But and I've tried this with water and with food both. Had 2 dogs, 4 bowls, and I'd move the bowls around, and they would always follow the stainless steel bowls everywhere they went. And it didn't matter if it was food or water, and if I did, you know, and of course this has been going on for like a year, that I've absolutely proved to myself that stainless steel is higher quality than whatever else you want to, like if you want to, you know, a cereal bowl or a plate, dinner plate. If for religious people, if you ever notice, the holy water in the churches is I mean, I've never seen it kept in anything other than stainless steel. It's just tap water, I would assume, in most cases, and then they put it in the stainless steel baptismal or whatever the thing is. So anyway, I think that's about all I wanted to cover. How the regular water makes me sick if I drink it, or if I, you know, I think even if I took a shower and breathed the fumes, that would probably get to me too. I haven't really had a sore throat or any kind of symptoms like that I felt was caused, you know, from the food, or, you know, virtually I haven't really been sick as long as I don't eat a bunch of fast food and drink a bunch of, you know, like if I drink a soda pop, I can feel it. I can tell the difference. So I'm a really healthy guy, eat organic food, and I can tell if I go off of my regimen. So anyway, this is Luke Rethke. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.